I am an ordinary monkey at Hirayama Zoo. Otherwise, one day, a strange woman told me I used to be a human. Well, the tour guide ruined my little bunting. Recently, with tourists, welcome to the Firewood Zoo. If I fail, the consequences will be serious. What about their mission this time? It seems to be about me. The gang came to the zoo 4 years ago. There were 11 people at first. They spent a long time outside the populous zoo. What about parents? The number is getting smaller and smaller. Plus this woman. There are only 5 left now. Woman in pain has been railing. Pulled a small biscuit out of his pocket. Dry the blood from the abdominal wound. Hand it to me, as soon as I tilted his head and licked his fingers to take the cookie. Put it in your mouth and chew. His eyes suddenly grew old. I took a bite to the ground. Sure enough, it's an animal. Even if I die, I don't want to be like you. Listen to the bell ring. It's time for the keepers to feed. Woman gets up quickly, stumbled away with a heavy body. All the keepers wear weird face masks, wearing a white protective suit. It acts like it's programmed. What point to feed? What time to clean the barn? 1 minute at a time. Few tourists come back here. A few occasionally, such as these 11 people. The purpose is not to visit. Are other zoos like this? I'm just a monkey. That's not my question. The Monkey King is dead. He was killed by that Scarface. The Monkey King learned what they had done. Place your palm flat on your neck. Smiling and scratching the sand. The eyes of the knife's face bloom a surprising light. The genius doctor slipped into the Hu garden alone, shot the sleeping Monkey King with a needle. The Monkey King's corpse photo was eaten by the monkeys. Since then, I never saw the 8-faced bug again. All the monkeys fall asleep in the moonlight. I got into the bucket of Ark Island, pulled something out of the river. The rectangular little box block lights up. There was a message. How about Mina? Did you get the right number? What about Starlings? Non-mainstream avatar. The note is to hide the ball. This is what I got from the pants where the knife put my face. I moved my finger. If you are in trouble, don't meet yet. Mobile phone contact. Yes, I seem to know this flat little box. The child is called a mobile phone, and it will operate subconsciously. After the breeder disappeared, those people also returned to the gate of young men early by the man in a suit with glasses died suddenly, standing by the wall and despising. Another one died. Short monkey single smile. He's waving his hand. Mina is still alive. If he goes somewhere else first. The female student with a double ponytail said, this mission did not say a limit on the number of people. Everyone better share some clues. An old gentleman's password is combined with him. Hey yeah. Employee nod. Summarize their respective findings. First, keepers cannot visit any injuries during feeding. The second cafeteria only serves a limited breakfast. Lunch and dinner players must solve their own problems. Third, beasts will come out to feed at a specific time. Fourth, every full moon, unexpected things happen at the zoo. Fifth, Zhuangzhou dream butterfly dream, Zhuangzhou. Is it a butterfly or Zhuangzhou? The last one is when I first arrived. A note from the tour guide NBC, and then he disappeared. No one can understand at present. What is the meaning of this note? Several people walked in and finished the attack. A moment of silence. The eyes of the four falling on the silent woman in the corner. How about you inside? The woman clutched her stomach and shook her head. I'm recuperating. We found nothing. The monkey is throwing stones, except for fruits and vegetables. People occasionally throw in some meat today. God's feet is very special. Inside the minced meat puree, mixed with a small piece of flesh, biting an old scar. The rules they just said. I don't quite understand the last two. So what was the unexpected? What is the story of the butterfly and jump? In my impression, Hirayama Zoo does not have butterflies. Close butterfly. Butterfly. I looked back at the hydrangea by the rockery. The only butterfly is in the stamen. This should be where they spend most of their energy. The reason for putting it in backup. Several cousins left again. It's getting dark. I stared at a dark cloud above me. The clouds dissipated and it turned out to be a full moon. What about the night and often bright as day? Then this one may appear frequently as a full moon. Ding, the sound of the institute sounded. I suddenly went all over violently. The soul seems to be roasted on fire. Slow throat. The throat reveals fair skin. Extend your limbs. Keeper with a face bell. Discarded a protective suit like his. The opening is a cold mechanical noise. No. 0481, you are on duty tonight. I put on my clothes and asked tentatively, who are you? Why did I become a human being? He didn't answer my question. Then he disappeared into the darkness. I think for a moment, start looking around. There's nothing unusual about a silent zoo. Walk to the Sunshine dormitory area. The sight of harm startled me in a cold sweat. A few fierce lions lazily licked the ground, devouring human tissue on the cement floor. According to Shakun, he struggled to tear up a divine artifact. Do you think you can still tell it's a human shape? As usual. Brown bear deer. There are even parrots. The animals nodded at me, eyes twinkling with light. My legs are weak, laughing too hard to move. Something grabbed my trousers. I slowly bow my head. An employee with only the upper body left. Use your last strength. Come on. Run. Can I still run away? Strange that he didn't attack me. Suddenly, a leopard's ears turned. They stopped going in. The leopard shape is in front of the cabinet. The wooden cabinet door shattered into several pieces. The girls in ponytails are all sitting in the closet, shivering. Wrapped in his arms is a bleak bun. His face was hard, muttered to himself. Stealth prop failed. No, don't kill me. My mom is still here waiting for me, please. The schoolgirls were Ouch. Go around Luoyang and breathe at him. This person in front of you is going to die and be tested. My turtle is Shen Kai. Put your finger to your mouth and make a cry. Enough, go back. The beast stopped. After installing the door, Vixen will leave unremittingly. Bloody little wrists make me dizzy. It wasn't handled. The corners of the female student's mouth curled up behind her. I walk like a ghost in vanity. Picked up a tourist guide from the newspaper. The black typeface is distorted. October 24th, 2015. A large-scale incident took place at Pingshan Zoo. Animal wounding incident. Multiple tourists and staff were injured. The cause of the accident is under investigation. 10 years ago, there were a few pictures of the scene below the title. Tourist breeder persistently owns Hirayama Zoo's rearing plate area. The amniotic fluid arranged. I took out my 8-meter phone. I want to search for this accident. No signal. I open group chat income fire. Targeted by NPC. Going back rashly could be dangerous for everyone. The screen sinks for a few seconds. Dirty ball down. Okay, then be careful. If you have anything, let me know in the group. Get off the boat and rush. In the shadows behind, a black rock is stirring. I will move in my next life. You go. Come out of the mirror and sting the human locked behind his neck. You have to be different from them. Due to fly feet or boss. The scorching breath surged to the ears. I don't know. I answered lightly. I really don't know. I'm not even sure if I'm human. His hand holding the glass shard is slightly consistent. I find some time. Went free of his money with the tricky feet of the machine. Pressed down quickly. Taking the opportunity to grab the glass shard in his hand. The people under his command stopped resisting. Doubt, shock, playful in his red eyes at the same time. I touched my face. The mask was accidentally ripped off during the struggle. His voice was hoarse and his voice trembled. Do you want to go out? I can help you. What do you mean? Conditions for adoption. To find out the truth about the animal trader incident. Idea nodded seriously. He pulled out a diary. A few large characters on the black square pen employee diary. There is also a line of numbers in the lower left corner, with the empty number 0481. My eyes trembled. Sit down. The idea didn't notice my anomaly. He turned to the first page. Today is the first day of employment. I didn't expect to be so lucky. Assigned to a favorite park. I do behavior training for kids. Hey, I just graduated. I feel a little tired. Skilled yet. 0481. I really like these animals. It's also made of children. I always feel that Shinbo is smarter than taking orders. Just a little bit. The IQ is comparable to that of human. Shinbo the snotty bag. He even learned to steal keys. Haha. I have mentioned Shinbo many times this week. He has a special relationship with 0481. The date is here. Stop abruptly. There's a gap of years. There are only black lines stacked randomly on the paper. Even got hit a few times by an arrow from you. The author served me in anger. I'm going to scroll back. The second half of the diary is no longer fair. And why would they do that? Would calling the police help? I was discovered. I didn't expect it to come to this. The last person in the world to see the cold behind my back. I hate papers so much. Hate is densely written in red pen. Countless hatred, including the middle sentence. Even if I die, they will pay with blood. After I held the spirit of the diary, there was a bang inside. Monk diary. I just came back to my senses. He Sung Mei gave me a look. This piece is not adjusted to make the diary powder long and long. How did you decide to cooperate with me? In addition to that, I have another land card in my hand. But until I'm sure you're absolutely trustworthy, I can't tell you yet. Not only to find the truth and find out what happened to me. Self-discipline, and I nodded my head. Rain on the horizon. The red wall moon gradually recedes. It's almost dawn. Familiar burning pain reappears. The skin begins to nourish. I redid the mask. I'm leaving. Pull me out of the store. I have been to the duty room at the door several times. Tourists do not enter. Wake up. Where's the surveillance and the awareness? You can try to see it. Back to research. I became a monkey again. Signed in. I have 2 very important vehicles by my side. Scar attached to cell phone, and just from the breeder who fed. Stolen key. I finally waited until it got dark. It didn't happen again. My hidden darkness. Smearing paper is like a brother. Soon to the door. And I took out this whole bunch of keys. Forget it. I found the hardest key. Bearing dentist. The door was open, and I couldn't turn on the light. You don't have to feel for things. Touch it. Suddenly, I touched something cold and soft. Like... It's a cloud. The hand was startled. Step back quickly. That hand is holding me tightly. A feeding leak. The sound of blood runs through my eardrums. Tremble. You're playful again. Computer screen lights up. The person sitting at the table has a slow passion. His eyes are empty blood holes. Rotten pieces of meat hanging on the face. The neck looks like it's been chopped off by something. More and more mutilated corpses. Climb out of the darkness. Kimball, let us out. You know we didn't mean to. Not at home. Teeth. The colored shuttle swayed to the door 3 times. The newly opened door, I don't know when it closed tightly. I can't forget it. I still have the key. I walked. I retracted to feel my collarbone. Are they cruel in their mouths? Getting closer and closer. A strong rancid smell is enough. While I was in the emergency room, the door finally opened. But soon... Open for me. History is angry. One after another. The doctors in front of me took me out. He will delight in the repeated courting of state rules. I broke through a few waves. Hurry back to Vietnam City and check it out when you land. Can't stand it. What exactly happened on October 24th, 2015? Heard the legend. Dozens of grids are scrolled in waves. That day, I smelled a glass of water, and suddenly they kind of got this bill. The bottom of the well glows like a goblin. And what should have been said? Snowflake and back. The front foot line rang out the whole moon. My wide eyes. Just a second before the change, I heard a very faint trace. Sounds like a whistle. And that's when the image in the upper left got my attention. Several roundhouses see the face of the house, smell the blue of the sea, and the landscape is squeezed out of the dust. This is your monkey's wool. There is an unstable lock. Locked man and a Sako inside. Blood says to build a cow. They want to cut my palm. He has the key. The first day I saw him turn on the bomb several times. Ghost desolation turns nomadic into horse noise. No matter what I do. I can't even check the video after that. Damn it, I slammed my hand on the keyboard. Otherwise, on the desktop other than the keyboard, a row of complicated nicks caught my attention. I am Chunhua. I am Chunhua. I am Chunhua. He seemed to be trying to remind himself. Don't forget your name. Mission countdown 3 hours. The last one left may find the dying kill. According to the philosophy, the completion of their mission took a total of 5 days. There are 2 days left. Except for a few of them, there are no other characters. That is to say, but the marks were left by the previous batch of players. I don't think I understand the level in my head. I can only go back to Hu Yuan first. Live the night of mourning in the noisy throat. Full moon again. Nourish the garden. The same hazmat suit came to me. No. 0481, it's your turn to be on duty tonight. Tie his back. I sent a message inside with the registered new account. Where is the office of 0481? Philosophy, I get it. Half an hour later, 2 people are in front of the office building. We quickly exchanged newly acquired information. I told you about the duty room, but keep the traceable part of the desktop. Ideas tell me, after the Imperial teacher crime is getting tougher. NPC increase. Everyone was injured while searching for clues. They're big. Divided into Area A and Area B. Lean Ion and I split up. He went to the office of Bureau B0481. I went to a district governor's office. The meaning of Hualihu in the diary of 0481. It all bodes well for him and the senior leadership. Irreconcilable contradictions arise. I was rummaging through piles of papers in the principal's office. Clip. I didn't notice the corridor. Back on my feet. Smashed open a locked railway. Finally found something useful. For 81's punishment notice. The reason for the punishment is unbelievable. 0 of this 81 in behavior. Cruelty to animals during training causes depression. How could it be that he loves animals so much? Comrade, there are a few more contracts below. It all starts with the adoption signed by the sponsor, and investment contracts. This should be the contradiction. Wei Wuxi and Chen Shaoxi. Isn't it the meaning of a 0481 event that never ends? Think so. It will suddenly come out later. I feel dizzy from being hit with eyes everywhere. I dug into the ground. Delicate, young, chivalrous. Caught a little mouse. Glasses Anne pulled up my collar. He turned to the schoolgirl and said, "Is that him?" Schoolgirl wiggles her nose. With a lovely smile. The taste won't go away. He took off my mask. It turned out to be a little brother. Eyes cold, elbows widowed on the ground profile. He said a few words into the phone. After a few minutes, several people, including the concept, appeared one after another. It looks like business as usual. A touch of worry is hidden in the eyes of the eyebrows. It was quickly covered up. The old man came up and supported me. "Hey, don't be afraid. We just want to ask a few questions." The man with glasses spoke directly. Do you know what's going on in the world of animal traders in 2015? Why are you commanding those animals? What are you looking for here? Each one leaves me speechless. Silence for a long time. Hidden ball patience, high definition twisting and turning. I said yes. There are many ways to torture people. He grabbed a knife from the American Knife Nation. Key. I want to find the key to open the warehouse. I didn't lie to him. My head was buzzing the moment I was hit. A lot of fragments are flowing in my mind. One of the clips tells me the items in the warehouse will be certified, a crucial conjecture. Pile up inside. Reached out and looked at him in the tin box. Performed a shining iron key. Is this it? What a coincidence. I nodded quickly. I don't know why the closer to the warehouse. The more uneasy my heart is. Open the door with the key inside. Cold warehouse freezer. Raw material library, leaf library. Every room is piled with feed. No, that's not the only thing. I groped around the walls looking like a madman. Are you searching for it? Well, inside a bruised wrist. I put my ear to the wall. Moved slowly, hunched over. A thin cold wind blew out of a gap. I'll drive and see. It's hollow behind the bridge. Rain channel here. Morning wine, wild sky. Blue river. A string of doors hiding a strong density collapse. Junior brother. I understand junior brother densely. Beautifully packaged pieces of meat. In a vacuum silk bag. There are even newborn pups. Where is this zoo warehouse? Clearly a slaughterhouse. First level and second level are mostly treasures. The senior monk of Hirayama Zoo is so daring. What do I have in mind? I shivered and went to the pocket of my glasses. Take the glasses back to Luo Shen and take them out. Found the contract in the office building. It was a courier who broke through. To let him mourn is to stare to death. The man with glasses is a bit like him. I took out the pen I carried with me, and calculate the amount of funds is wrong. Regarding the ownership of animals, some terms are too vague. He has bred, although it is to increase the number of kinds of games, but foundation fertilization is too ordinary for some people. All the things are strung together in my mind. The disembodied truth is taking shape. Hurry up and write a sentence of blessed a few decrees. Said after the idea, inferred from the touch of the cards a few days ago. Write down the truth in its entirety. Signed by my living tourists. Throw in the whistleblower letter at the gate. The mission is over. Soon a report letter will be written. Inside the ball-making glasses, male Momo, old gentleman. Once I sign my real name on it. The mirror man stuffed the letter into his shoe bag. Hey, wait, the dirty ball is holding down his movement. He shoved the pen into my hand. See you too. It is more credible to have company employees' real names participating in the report. Isn't it, sir? I don't even know my own name. Well, my name was praised for a while. The turtle is a god's fetus and wrote that. Chen Yi. After writing, I resolutely came to uncontrollable prison. Myself and the notch on the tabletop of the paper man. And it goes on and on. Things are getting more and more confusing. This whistleblower letter. Can we really end this evil? I follow them in evil ways. In front of the zoo gate, watching the man in glasses open the stall that attracts the gun. And because of who this gun is, tied a foot to his stool. I said, "Are you all right?" A hoarse voice answered in my ear. I subconsciously shook my head. Just scratched the skin. I don't have fairy hair. My open mouth freezes. Inside, they are dragged in Xingshang, right? A group with 4 or 5 slopes. When I just spoke in my ear, I slowly looked up and stepped onto the bench with a thin knife. Beam, the hanging rope just hangs between my neck. This is the scene where someone hanged themselves. Even if I die, want them to? Blood debt, blood sausage. The blood tower is 0481. He hanged himself here. Look at this place that makes him dark and dark. The stool under my feet is crumbling. Chen Yi. The idea came and hugged my legs. His exclamation woke me up and I just realized. The head is already half in the rope loop. It's dangerous. Wait a minute. Please don't run away from me. I hurried to stop the man in glasses from moving. Too bad it's a step late. The envelope has entered the box. Suddenly the sky turned blood red. The slightest trace of prison burst out in the ears of the table. The entire zoo was flooded with my... The Wongling's wishes reached their peak in an instant. There was despair on everyone's face. They're finished. Gotta die here. This is the legendary infinite mode. Ghost NPC killing is no longer limited. It explained to me, how long will you live? You can only go by your own ability. Sign up first. Li Nyan took my hand. Escape to the gate of Hu. There is less Buddha heart here. I don't seem to dare to approach. He and I all sat at the gate guard. How could it be wrong? Something must be missing. The grievances of the zoo can be reported by going to the letter. What about human resentment? All like me. Are the injured and dead tourists the same? So find the culprit. Finding 0481 is the last step. Hope lit up in Lin Yan's eyes. He laughed at himself. It's a matter of life and death. He seemed to have lifted the weight from his heart. The whole person looks a lot more relaxed. Why should I approach you? Aren't you weird? Li Nyan said. And I looked into his eyes, no lie. 10 years ago, my boyfriend went missing. There were tears in his eyes. After he disappeared, I went crazy looking for it. Let's go to the police. Went to edit the private detective to contact the operation team, but they told me there was no such person. I can't find any information about him. Traces of his existence have disappeared. And finally, I began to come into view. Finally understand what he went through. He stayed at sunset. The world will never come back. Where is... There was a loud noise at the door. What did the inheritance discover our footprints? Keep banging on the door. I took out the mask I had in my pocket. Button on the face. Oh, what are you going to do? Ideas are tense. I'll distract him. You stretch your head. I am also BC. It's gonna be okay. But I opened his hand and kicked him in the forehead. Your boyfriend will want you to keep going. To the end. Don't forget you still have a sweet potato in your hand. Zhuangzhou Mengdi. Demeng Zhuangzhou. Find Ningdai 81. Kill him for a while. It's almost dawn. I'm going to be a monkey again. I turned around heartlessly, resolutely opened. My uncle followed him and left that world. I put my hand to my mouth. Students' loud whistles. All the Wang Shao of the Kingly Way broke through thousands and came out. Stop them, please. I'm on Fire King Road. Recently, he rushed towards the marquee. It hurts. It hurts. Until this moment, I finally figured it out. I was the last one to survive to the end. Players who still fail the same mission. Chen Yi. I am the new treasure of the NPC of Fairy Tale City. You are unwilling to face reality. 481 who has been deceiving himself. The top management of the park also adds 81 dare not report to the police. He silently accepted the punishment of wandering. The treasure of training classmates. Choose to avenge animals in your own way. But that formula is too extreme. October 24th, 2015, he embarked on the travails of tourists, fell into a deep gray cold. Hanging at the gate. His soul is already with his most beloved star treasure, playing as one. Every night of prophecy, he will transform into the 8 dying demons again. Continue your work. Pretend he hasn't happened yet. Kill me with you. Kill me and you can get out. I locked the door to the fire source, slipped into the door of the lucky, jumped out of the Queen's mansion. Take out your phone and open the group chat. Idea has sent a message. At all members, gather at the gate of Hu Garden. I knew he would understand me. With the help of animals, they all came over. Idea has a small fist in his hand. He locked his gaze and turned into a monkey. I cleared the customs successfully. Got the key clue to this mission. He handed the note to the bespectacled man. It says there is a special monkey. It is human. Draw that monkey as 0481. He's lifting up into the wood. The hand kept shaking subconsciously, completely misaligned. The man with glasses takes the target. I came to beg you. Lead breach. Shoot straight into my signal. I watched as ideas were taken away by force, finally smiled and closed his eyes.